This week on The Modified World, we're actually going to take a look at Pangea piercing, our place, and show you what's a little bit different about it, so stay tuned. Welcome to The Modified World. It's the weekly web show about body modification. The people who do it, the people who get it. Why it matters. I'm your host. I'm the senior piercer at the world-renowned Pangea Piercing in beautiful sunny downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan. I purvey internet wackiness. I'm J.C. Potts. And this week we actually wanted to talk about the shop that we work in. You know, we've been talking for years about all the other people and, once again, the people who do it, the people who get it, why it matters, all that type of stuff. And the shop has always been kind of a common backdrop for that, but never been the focus of what we're actually talking about. So today I'm going to talk about what actually makes Pangea awesome. First, I guess it's about the concept of it. We were always really concerned about doing good work for good people and having a nice holistic environment where people, come together, it doesn't matter who you are, gay, straight, old, young, rich, poor, black, white, whatever, it doesn't matter. We always wanted to be open and welcoming towards anybody, That's how I got the name in the first place. Pangea is the name that scientists give to the original supercontinent before the continents drifted into their current positions. Well, they all touched. The world was once one and united and together and stuff. And, I think we all kind of dream of a world where everybody's, happy and treated well and stuff, and, coming together as one. I think everybody, it's a worthwhile goal. And so, of course, with that in mind, that's how we wound up naming the place Pangea. We designed it to be as comfortable and easy to do for not just the clients, but for the piercers themselves, which makes it more comfortable for the clients. Like for instance, we use pocket doors so it doesn't take up any space in the shop. It gives you privacy, but without a big swinging door that makes it feel smaller. So it feels more open and, less claustrophobic. The lighting in here was just specifically designed so that it wouldn't blind the clients, but also would create a shadowless environment for us to work in so that, we can see what we're doing and give you a higher degree of accuracy the first time out, not have to do as many re-piercings or anything like that. We like to have things right the first time, and I know you do too. We use pass-through systems where the fuse tools go in one direction into our little two-sided sterilization room where we process them and then sterilize them, and then they go into storage. In the storage side, no used tools are in there. They're all stored. Well, they might not be sterile in storage, but they've been sterilized before they go in there. And then as we go to do an individual piercing for an individual client, we generally will sterilize the stuff right then, right in front of you. Got a separate machine for that. They're kind of expensive, but they're really, really good. It keeps people from having to wait too long. And with as much jewelry as we have too, it'd be almost impossible for us to keep it all pre-sterilized. So we just generally sterilize it individually for a client. Also helps keep us from creating as much waste. We like to think of ourselves as environmentally friendly as you can be doing this. So we try to, use judicious use of disposables. And so, the cassette that the sterilizer actually uses, it's reusable, and that's a great thing. It helps cut down on landfill waste. Makes us feel good about that. Speaking of sterilizers, we test our sterilizers twice as often as we're actually required to by law. Kind of gives, once again, another extra layer of feeling good and confident about things. I like to make sure that everybody's getting sterile stuff. We use sterile gloves for the entire procedure. And we've carefully designed our processes to where you're never getting touched with something that's not sterile. There's no chance of getting contaminated equipment or tools or jewelry or anything like that. keeps people safe and happy. You know, and of course, really the strength of any business is its people. And I would say I'll put my staff up against anybody you got, anywhere. It's not just that they're skilled too, they're friendly folks. Generally got, you know, decent senses of humor and actually care about people. You know, it's almost kind of a prerequisite for working here. And we don't have the revolving door of people constantly through here, different folks that you're going to be seeing every single time you come through here. No, we're pretty consistent on having the same staff for years on end. Generally, we don't really have too high of a turnover, so more than likely you'll wind up seeing the same person that pierced you before, or see the same people again over and over and over again. It's good for consistency. Did I mention that they're really good too? I always encourage people to look at portfolios and see the difference, because, you know, it's not just that somebody's friendly and nice. You want a good quality piercing that's going to heal and not be overly uncomfortable. So we strive to make sure that that's going to happen. And I think we do a pretty good job on it. Of course, too, one of the other things, because it's not just a service industry, you're also expecting to get products here. And our jewelry is seriously second to none. We only stock internally threaded, implant grade, hand mirror finished, guaranteed for life body jewelry from recognized brand name manufacturers like Industrial Strength, Anatometal, Neo-Metal, Body Vision, Body Gems. I even make jewelry too, only gold stuff, but you know, I can generally either make or order you custom anything that you were dreaming of. And I love making stuff for people. You know, come in and we'll dream something up for you. I love taking people's old, like, you know, engagement rings or heirloom jewelry and turning it into something a little maybe more appropriate for them. You know, something that speaks to them and their generation. I love that type of stuff because really, body piercing saved my life, changed my life for the better. Now I hope that it can do for you too, but it really only can do that if you have positive experiences doing it. If you have an awful piercing that doesn't heal, that was done by a jerk and cost way too much, well, then you're probably not going to love piercing. And it's probably not going to have as much of a positive benefit to you as like it did for me. And you know, that's part of the thing that I feel like trying to give back to the world. You know, any little thing that we can do that's going to make ourselves more comfortable inside our own skin, I feel is a complete positive step and should be encouraged for all kinds of people too. So, well, that was my show this week. I hope you enjoyed it, possibly learned something, maybe even somewhat entertained. I do this all the time, so make sure to give us a subscription so you don't miss when we actually upload something. You need to be kicking yourself. You know? And of course, stop back by again for another episode of The Modified World.